Did you know that at least 75% of bitches suffer from some type of hearing loss? This alarming statistic means that more likely than not, talking isn't the most effective way to communicate with your bitch. That's when you have to hit them. And a lot of niggas out there right now are like, I can't hit my chick. I couldn't hit any chick. Before you say that, before you honestly commit to that statement, let me ask you, has not hitting your bitch been working? I mean, statistically speaking, has not going upside your bitch's head achieved the desired result? I didn't think so. I didn't think so.
Check it. My vision's unlikely. Operations on planes, we have no parallels. Though we be on constant sin and there's no fear of hell. Just tight features, dreams of nights inside beach and trains to Budapest. Repent with the right teachings. Yeah, we learn.
Yes, limp jaw syndrome. I have indeed heard of a limp jaw syndrome. Yeah, man, limp jaw. I done heard of this shit. A couple of my bitches had limp jaw back in the day. Basically what limp jaw syndrome is a term used to describe women who don't have the mental capacity to properly suck a penis. In most cases, the woman, the female will agree to suck the penis, at which point in time they would go down and proceed to do the job. But when the actual oral intercourse initiates, there is tongue and lips, and in most cases a bobbing or an up and down motion, if you will, but there is no actual suction, there is no actual pressure applied to the penis itself. This is easily curable with a golf ball and a water hose. Yes, you cut the water hose into about a 12-inch section. You cut a 12-inch section out of the water hose, and you put a golf ball at the end of it, and you put her mouth on the other end, and you lubricate it, of course, and then you tell her to suck the golf ball through the water hose. After about 5, maybe 6 days, so approximately a week, she should begin to get what you're getting at. She should begin to understand the concept of sucking the penis and not just wrapping your lips around it and bobbing on the penis. After about 6 days, if she still doesn't get it, then at that point in time, the golf ball and the water hose treatment would become like a wash, rinse, repeat sort of ordeal. Eventually, most women understand it. That would be the most humane treatment for limp jaw syndrome. I done had to cure a couple of cases of limp jaw. Basically, what you want to do to cure some limp jaw, y'all want to take the bitch and you want to force her mouth shut. Just take your hand on top of the head and on the bottom of the chin and just push that bitch's mouth shut. Right? And then you have somebody walk up with a vacuum, the little suction tube on the vacuum, and you force that shit into the bitch's mouth and you cut the vacuum on. Now see what that's gonna cause? That's gonna cause that vacuum to start sucking all the air out of her lungs. Now just when you look at that bitch in her eyes and tell her that if she can't suck that air back out of that vacuum, she gonna suffocate. A lot of people think that's brutal. I say it's effective. More commonly in most households, where a female suffers from limp jaw syndrome, in most households, the more common treatment would involve a vacuum. Yes, a vacuum, yes.
Nowadays it doesn't take much. She says I drive her crazy with my touch.
The term scooter comes from the back and forth scooting motion, if you will, of women who scoot on the penis. I done had a couple of my hoes be scooters all year. When they get on top of the male, the male sex organ, the penis would enter the vagina, and instead of an up and down motion, right, which would cause an in and out sort of feeling for the penis, which would stimulate the head of the penis, and thus giving the male party pleasure. There is a back and forth motion. This how I find out they scooters. I get them a dick, right? Some random motherfucker on the street, tell the bitch to ride his dick. Nobody's gonna turn down a free fuck. He gets a free fuck, I get to test this bitch and see what she's capable of. Cures for a scooter. The only cure for a scooter for a woman who suffers who is a scooter that I know of personally would be a coat hanger. You would have to stretch it out, and as bad as it sounds, when she starts scooting, you would have to hit her on her gluteus maximus on the ass with the coat hanger, just enough to cause a very slight painful stimulation, which will cause her to jump. Now, when this bitch gets up, if she starts scooting on this nigga's dick, you know what you do? You take a coat hanger and you stretch that bitch out, you straighten it out, and every time she starts scooting, you smack that bitch on the ass. Pow! After you hit her about 3 times, that bitch starts jumping like a cricket. You heard me. It's a proven fact now. It's a proven fact. After about 3, maybe 4 hits, she will begin to understand that the up and down motion is the preferred motion of males, and at that point in time, she should begin to incorporate more of an up and down motion. You don't believe me? Try that shit. Try that shit. It's a proof. It's a fact. Try that shit on your hoe. Try that shit on your hoe and see if she gonna get that ass jumping like a Mexican bean.
Hey yo, master of the poison touch, more deadly than 7 venoms. Rhythmic articulations, you can call this lyricism. Ether, manipulate the fire, burn the face. Got another MC in the ward, another burn case. Broadway in broad day, I'm murdering MC and make my getaway through subspace. No suspect, closed case, condemned to death. Lethal injection will seal fate. Mixer of these toxic intoxicants, house this toxin taste. If you don't like the kid, get him in a cipher. Komodo, dragon, viper, watch the fangs, don't let them bite ya. Strike ya, Adam's apple, jugular. Hellfire and brimstone lyricism and articulations that torture ya. Hotter than the devil's kettle, harder than galactic metal. Dudes step up and get broken down on an atomic level. Rap nowadays is a lot of poison. A lot of dudes talk a lot of nonsense over top a lot of random noises. Hold up, that was too hot.
Copy paste words ingrained through the fiber optics. Internal, external, my hard drive, I never lost it. Even when exhausted, make synopsis, a mind state. And this kid's head is nauseous. Calibrate the constant concepts, any context I conquer conscious. With central units just a process. MCs digress the victims, get famous with my rhythm. Spit it when I'm winded like I lack a nervous system. Deep thoughts, never crystal clear as my mind bends. Cause I only see my time through a crystalline lens. Frame the figure 8, I figure facts, fit it with a crisscross. To ponder mysteries, like how much days to reminisce.
I'm sorry, what? Motherfucker, I will have you know that I have 12 PhDs in 16 scientific disciplines. Is your name Doctor? No, my name is Doctor. Look, motherfucker, you come correct the next time you talk to me, all right? Motherfucker, I'm out. I'm out of here, all right? I can't work under these situations. I can't.